Good morning, America. Good morning, the world. We are the Sports Junkies, and we are here for an NBA edition with the playoffs coming up. I'm Davey.
And I'm Jordan.
We're going to kick this off. This is a intense matchup with the Celtics winning the regular season series 3-1. Now, I don't really take that into account when it comes to this playoff matchup because, Kyrie didn't play a couple of those games. KD was injured. This roster was just all over the place. So I'm intrigued to see. I think it'll be a good matchup. But I'm going to kick us off, and some of the big points I want to mention about this is probably the most complete Nets team we've seen all year. And they got rid of Harden and got Drummond. They got Seth Curry. Kyrie's finally playing all the games. KD's healthy. So I don't know. That's going to be my biggest takeaway from this series is a full Nets team that we really haven't seen all year. I think another big factor that's going to go into this game is going to be Robert Williams. He's actually projected to potentially come back in the first round, but we'll see. And he's a huge anchor to their defense, so they've done good without him. But I don't know, man. This you can never count against Durant, and I personally do not see the Celtics as a number 2 seed beating the Nets as a number 7 seed. I think the Nets
drew.
It's
a bad draw for them.
Dude, it's terrible.
Bad draw.
I'll take anybody else in the East.
Yeah.
Compared to the Nets. So I know the Celtics got Marcus Smart. He's going to be, right on top of Kyrie, but Kyrie's got handles. I don't know. And then you got Drummond, who's a good defensive player. Curry can nail down the three. He's been injured a little bit the last couple games. So this is a scary, scary Nets team that nobody wants to face. I think Tatum is going to really have to step his game up. I think Jaylen Brown is going to be the X factor if the Celtics want to win this. I think Tatum will put up good numbers, but Brown's going to have to really take over and put up some huge numbers to compete against Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. So I have this series being won by the Nets. I'm going to go with Robert Williams being kind of questionable to come back. I'm going to go a little crazy here. I got the Nets 4-2. So 6-game series. I think the Celtics win 2 and Nets win 4.
Interesting. I like the take. What is up with Ben Simmons?
Dude, it's his back.
Dude,
something.
I'm pretty sure when the Nets traded for him this year, they thought he'd be playing. I would imagine. I am like, what? The dude didn't play all year long. Did he hurt his back playing street ball?
Oh, no.
Dude, that is a huge piece that is missing. And now he's been out so long that it's like when he comes back, I don't know that he'll be good. I don't know that you should put him in the rotation. I don't know that he'll be ready to play. You're talking about what would be their number 1 on-ball defender,
right?
Who is just out, and it's like, do you throw him in playoff type basketball, or do you just say, all right, I guess this year's done, and we'll get him next year? I don't know. I'm so confused with that situation and pissed off because the Nets would just be that much better.
Right.
Ben Simmons is what they need, right? He's just what they need. He's that defender. But I do think this is interesting. I know, like you said, that the Celtics won the regular season, but they had Robert Williams, and he's just a beast. He's a monster in defense. He's a monster on the boards. He's someone who can clog that lane. What are you going to trust Al Horford, old Al, to hold that spot down and give it to you? Daniel Tias. I don't know who you throw in there that can make up for what Robert Williams does.
Mhm.
I think we'll see Jason Tatum play well. I think Jason Tatum will have 2 40-point games or more.
Okay.
But Jaylen Brown has got to come along. I like Jaylen Brown. I think he's smooth. I don't think he's quite consistent enough to compete with the likes of Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, who, by the way, both have championships.
Right.
So that's going to be a tough matchup for Boston. I would hate to have drawn them first. And I think they could have wiggled their way out of it in the last couple games of the year, but they cemented themselves, which whatever, I respect. I just don't see the firepower versus firepower. It looks like Kyrie Irving is really finding his kind of stride. In the game most recently, he was 12 for 12.
Yeah.
Going through to start the fourth quarter, he's that person that Kevin Durant's been missing all year. And I know Kevin Durant was sick a little, or he was injured and out for more of the season than I'd want to. But when he was healthy and by himself, with James Harden, who I don't think has been James Harden at all this year, had him in a good spot until he got hurt. But Kyrie, like I said, he brings that championship mentality. He's been in this position before, and we know Kevin Durant's been in big games, big positions, hit big shots before. I just feel Boston's a little young. They got some growing up to do. You said it. They have Marcus Smart, who's going to be that ball hog. He's gonna try his best with Kyrie. I'm just not sure there's anybody in the league that can actually defend Kyrie. So I just don't know that his best is going to be good enough, unfortunately. You got Patty Mills, who's a shooter, right? I like Bruce Brown. I think Bruce Brown plugs in and he plays well. He's kind of that Swiss Army knife that can just do whatever you need. Seth Curry, huge trade, right? He's someone you have to stay on, right? It's going to be hard to double team Kevin Durant and Kyrie, and you're going to have to double team and take one of them out of the game to win this game. I don't see it happening. Andre Drummond gives them some size. Claxton's been coming along. I see what you see. I see the Nets winning this. A 7 seed will move on in the first round. I got it a little different. What did you say it was? You had 4-2?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I think it'll be closer than you think. I think that Boston will get 3, so I think it'll be 4-3. I think it goes 7.
Okay. I'm calling it right here. Celtics are losing game 1. Nets are taking game 1.
Game 1.
I think that momentum out of the play-in series. I mean, you just got to win. You're just rolling right now. So I mean, who's guarding Durant? Are you double teaming Durant or Irving?
Yeah, I mean, you're throwing Tatum on Durant. I think we'll see Tatum defend Durant, just because he's the only one that's athletic enough, I think, to keep up with him. But it's a tall order. But I like Tatum. He can go get you some buckets. And I mean, you got Durant on the other side and you got Kyrie on the other side. It's nothing against Boston. The East is going to have to deal with this. They're going to have to deal with this 7 seed. And right, the Nets don't care. Home court advantage, that they're trying to get in. And that's what they did. They did it pretty convincingly, although the Cavs had a little run in them. But it's too much firepower right there. You got 2 of these guys that can go off 40 plus each night, and then you got shooters. That's, I know Joe Harris, I mean, he's gone for the season, but you plugged in Seth Curry, and that is huge. Patty Mills, he's a shooter. And then you throw a big guy down low, and I just don't think Boston has enough to keep up.
Nope, I think we both can agree that we can salute goodbye to the Celtics.
Yep. You are soon going to be going fishing. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. We got the playoffs, NBA playoffs coming, so this is going to be awesome. We'll probably be talking a lot about matchups, who we like, how they match up. and things like that in episodes to come. So as always, we appreciate you tuning in to watch. If you made it this far, go ahead and give us a like. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We would appreciate it greatly. Until next time, Sports Junkies out.
Peace.